If you have not tried or smelled any of the R&Co products, you have to find somewhere that smells it. You have, wow. You have to find somewhere that sells it so you can smell it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another Empties video for you, and while typically these videos consist mostly of beauty products like makeup, hair care, skincare, things like that, sometimes I do like to throw in a few random items like candles or healthcare things. Today I actually have a couple of things that we have used up for our little guy who is 18 months old, and I'm a mama, so I do like to hear from other mamas products that they are using on their kiddos, especially if it's something that they love and would recommend. So while this video isn't going to be inundated with a bunch of kid-friendly products, there are going to be a few items that I am going to share with you. And if you are visiting here for the first time today, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you like what you see, that you stick around and subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to check the description box below where I will link to all of the products that I recommend. So first up, I have the Tresemme Tray 2 hairspray, and as many of you know, this is a hairspray that I've been using for many years. I don't wear a lot of hairspray on a regular basis, so when I do, I want something that's going to give me a nice, good hold, but not feel like sticky or crunchy or gross in my hair. And this is the perfect hairspray for that. It does give you a nice, strong hold, but it's also lightweight. It's also humidity resistant, so it's gonna help with flyaways and frizz, and it's just gonna be a good hairspray for you to use on an everyday basis. This is for sure my go-to hairspray. It has been for years, and I will continue to repurchase it over and over and over. So as I said, I do have a couple of kid-friendly products, and one of the things that I wanted to share with you is the Aveeno Baby Lightly Scented Wash and Shampoo. So Aveeno products are really good for babies. They're really good for adults as well, and this was actually something that was recommended to us by our pediatrician. Because it is tear-free, it's paraben-free, it's phthalate-free. It's super gentle on all babies and kids, so it's going to help if they have baby acne or sensitive skin or eczema and things like that. So I cannot recommend this product enough. We actually switched to this particular item from something else that we were using because it was causing Gunner to have a little bit of a breakout from it. So because she recommended this, this is what we had used throughout most of his infancy. It smells really nice. It has that natural oat extract in it, so it has a little bit of that like sweetness smell to it, and it just rinses away really well, and it leaves your baby skin feeling soft and smooth. We actually use the lotion of this as well, so I do definitely recommend this. Okay, so I also have the Gold Bond Ultimate Softening Lotion. This is the one with shea butter, coconut oil, and cocoa butter in it. Now, this for years has been my favorite super duper thick moisturizer to use during the winter months, especially when your skin is super duper dry. So right now is typically the time of the year that I would use it, and I would love to use this one, except I'm having issues with this bottle, which is why it's currently in my empties. It is not empty. I think I have about, I don't know, about that much left in it. But I have had so many issues with this particular bottle, and I've had it for a little while. The pump on it wasn't functioning properly, and I have tried everything to get it out. I've tried using the wand to scrape it out. I've dumped the bottle over to try to get it out, and I just can't get that last little bit out. And as much as I'd hate to throw this away, I'm gonna have to because I just cannot get the rest of it out. But despite the bottle malfunctioning, this is one of my favorite moisturizers to use, especially if you have super dry skin or you're battling the winter elements, because it is super hydrating. That shea butter, the cocoa butter, the coconut oil in there, it's just so delightful for your skin. It really leaves your skin super soft and moisturized, and the one thing that I really love about it is the scent. Okay, I actually have 3 shampoo and conditioners that I have used up, which is a little ironic considering that I only wash my hair typically twice a week, sometimes 3 times. But the first one that I want to share with you is one that I have been using for a very long time now, and it is the Bed Head Re-Energize shampoo and conditioner, and Gunner broke off the little pump to this guy. But I buy the big Mama Jammas, and you can find them at any store or any salon that utilizes bed head. I typically like to get mine at Nordstrom Rack or like a TJ Maxx, Marshalls, places like that, because you can get these big guys a little bit less than you would if you were to get them at like Ulta or a salon. But this is one of my favorite ones. Like I said, I've used this one for years, and this is just a really nice formula to use on a daily basis. Even though I don't wash my hair on a daily basis, I could totally use these every single day. My hair wouldn't get a buildup on it. It wouldn't feel weighed down. It wouldn't get greasy or anything like that. This is just a nice, like, re-energizing, refreshing shampoo. It leaves my hair smelling really good. It feels really good. It's smooth. It's shiny. It's silky. I will definitely be repurchasing these. I also have the Hask Keratin Protein Smoothing Shampoo and Conditioner. This is actually one that I found when I was going through my whole postpartum hair funk. So I was not one that lost a lot of hair during the whole postpartum process, but I did get a lot of the baby hairs, all the like new hair growth going in like right up here. Even, you know, I have like some of this going on down here, and all of that new hair growth coming in is super frizzy. It's very wild, very out of control, and pretty typically unmanageable. So the best thing that you can do is just find some really good smoothing products to kind of tame it down and keep it somewhat under control. I had tried all sorts of products. I found that this seemed to work the best for me. But this stuff does a really good job of smoothing away any of that frizziness. This is going to be a good shampoo and conditioner to use if you have over-processed hair, or if you have like really dry and brittle hair, or if you're like me going through the whole postpartum thing and you have just like really frizzy hair that you're trying to get under control. This is going to be a good one to try. And lastly, I have the R&Co Bel Air Smoothing Shampoo and Conditioner. I have never smelled anything so intoxicating than the R&Co products, and while they smell really, really good, they are also very, very expensive. And this is shamefully a product that I'm a little embarrassed that I spent so much on, because it's a little ridiculous. I mean, R&Co has some really great products, and while this is a really nice smoothing shampoo and conditioner, I don't find it to be worth the price that I paid for it. It smells amazing, and honestly, if you could bottle this stuff up and make it into a lotion or a perfume, this is a scent I would want to wear all day, every day. It really smells amazing. It's like a fresh, clean, kind of sweet, feminine scent. I can't even describe it. It just smells so good. All of their products have a different and unique scent to them, and they all just smell beyond amazing. But enough with the scent. The price of it is a little steep. And honestly, I mean, I really like the Hask shampoo, and I just didn't find it to be that extraordinary or that unique compared to any other smoothing shampoo or conditioner that I've used. This is more of a splurge purchase. If you're wanting to treat yourself or you want to get somebody really nice, this is almost like a luxury gift to give someone. Would I get it again? Maybe. I can't say that I would want to spend that kind of money though. I'd rather just use that money on something else. Next up is the Batiste Dry Shampoo, and this is in the scent Blush. And I talked about this in my 2017 Beauty Favorites. If you have not seen that yet, I will go ahead and link it in the cards above. I think right here, or maybe right here. I'm not sure which way it's going to be. But this has been the dry shampoo that I have been using for the last 8 months maybe. I have to say the blush scent is my absolute favorite one. It's very light, it's florally, it's feminine, it's flirty. It has a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's not overpowering. Because I only wash my hair a couple times a week, I need something that's going to do a really good job, especially by day 3 or day 4, of absorbing that excess oil that I have and really make my style last a little bit longer. And this does a really good job of that. It gives you a little bit of grit and texture, but it doesn't feel gross or dirty, or you know, you can still run your fingers through your hair. And I also like that it doesn't leave a white cast in your hair like a lot of dry shampoos do. So obviously when you spray this in, it is going to be white, but once you rub it in, it really does a good job of absorbing itself into your hair, and you don't see it. A lot of dry shampoos don't do that. You can rub it in all you want and you're still going to get a little bit of that like white powdery look to your hair. So I like that this one doesn't do that, and I do really like this scent. Okay, also for Gunner, we have the Disney Finding Dory Bubble Bath. And this is the bubble bath that we use pretty regularly for him. It has a really nice, pleasant, light scent. What I love about this is that it gives a good amount of bubbles, but not like crazy bubbles in the tub, but enough for him to get excited and play with them. It's tear-free, it's dye-free, it's paraben-free, and it's super gentle on his skin. We usually mix this with a little bit of the Johnson's, what is it called? It's the purple one, the like sleepy time, or the nighttime. It's like the lavender one, but I mix these two together in his bath water at night, and it just smells really good. It makes his skin feel really good. So this is the one that we typically use. Next up, I have the Target Up and Up 5-blade disposable razors, and Gunner tore the little top off of it. But these are the razors that I always use. I like them. They're super inexpensive, and I've mentioned these in several other Empties videos in the past, so I'm not going to go on and on about them. But what I love about these is that they have that moisturizing strip around the blades, and it has shea butter and jojoba oil in them. So when you're shaving, it helps to give you a nice, like, smooth, silky, almost like a slippery feeling while you're shaving, so that you do get a nice, smooth, close shave. So yeah, these are my go-to. I don't think you need to spend a ton of money on like a fancy, expensive razor. These work really well. Okay, so next is the Murad Time Release Acne Cleanser, and I've gone through a few of these, and I have to say, I don't know, like I liked it when I first started using it, and then I feel like the second and the third bottle that I've had, I just wasn't wowed. This one is a nice, like, refreshing, it almost has like a cooling sensation to your skin, so I do like using this in the morning. I never use this to remove my makeup. I always use this in the morning, just to quickly like rinse and wash my face. It does have 0.5% salicylic acid acne treatment, so you don't have to have acne prone skin, but it does help if you do have acne prone skin. I don't break out a lot, but I liked that this one had like the anti-aging properties to it, but I just really didn't feel like it did anything to my skin. I have some other ones that I like to use a little bit more, so I mean, would I recommend it? Maybe, but I can't say that I would be repurchasing this one. Okay, next up is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this is in the shade Opal. I have gone through several of these. I do love the Shimmering Skin Perfectors, and Opal is by far my favorite shade to use, but I have such issues with the packaging. I am not kidding. Every single one of these that I have ever purchased, I always have products with the packaging. And I have had, like I said, this is, I think, my third Opal one that I've gone through over the years. I've had other shades as well. And I mean, you probably can't see it, can you? But the cap cracks on all of them. It's like ridiculous. I mean, for the amount of money that you spend on this product, it's absolutely ridiculous. And the other issue I have is that it gets like all gross and messy and nasty, and it never fails. After a while, you start using it and it just gets all over, and then you find that you have Shimmering Skin Perfector everywhere. So that is the one thing. I really feel like they could do a better job of, you know, revamping the packaging, especially for the amount that we pay for this. But I do like this product. Do not get me wrong, because I have still continued to purchase it over and over and over again, just because I do really love it. I love to use this, especially like in the spring and the summer, because it really gives you that pretty dewy look to your skin. You can use this as a highlighter. This also works really good to mix in with your moisturizer or your foundation and just give you like a nice luminous finish to your skin. Opal is, like I said, definitely my favorite shade. I just, like I said, I wish they would revamp the packaging, but this is really good. Of course, I will be repurchasing this. I do still have a little bit left in this container, but this one is a little bit old, and I have super sensitive skin, and I just don't want to put it on my face. I'm a little nervous to do that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and toss it, what little bit is left, and get a new one. So I also have a couple of the Up and Up by Target makeup remover cleansing towelettes. I have a travel size one, and then I have the full size one. These are the ones that I get. I usually get this version, the full size ones, in like a double pack. And they're, you know, super affordable, and I find that these work just as good, if not better, than a lot of the other name brand ones that I've tried. I have tried a lot of different makeup removing wipes, and these are the ones I just keep going back to over and over again. So next up I have the Clinique Acne Solutions Acne Line Correcting Serum, and there's a little bit of a glare because of the bottle, but I actually ran out of the Murad serum version of this one, and that was the one that I had been using. I'd used a couple of those and I liked it, but when I went to go repurchase another one at Ulta, they did not have any. They were completely out of stock. So the girl working in the Clinique section had actually pointed me to this one, and I have used other products from the Clinique Acne Solutions line and I really like them, so I had high hopes for this particular serum. And this one also has salicylic acid, and all of the Acne Solutions products have that in them, but you don't have to have acne prone skin to utilize that particular product line. This is very, very, very comparable to the Murad one. Very, very similar properties and benefits to it. I just wasn't wowed by it. I feel like it really didn't do a whole lot in terms of anti-aging. I feel like it didn't really do anything with my skin. My skin, I don't feel like looks any different from when I was using it to now not using it. So I'm definitely not going to be repurchasing it. I am a little disappointed because I really do like that particular product line, but I am really looking for something that's going to help me with the whole anti-aging thing. I'm definitely getting older, and especially now that I'm a mom and I'm getting less and less sleep, I do need something that's going to help in those areas, and this just didn't do it for me. The Neutrogena Hydro Gel Boost. This is the extra dry skin formula. So I have talked to death my love for the Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb Moisturizer. That is what got me on this whole gel moisturizer kick. I love that stuff, but I was on a hunt last year to find something a little more affordable than that because I do use it day and night. I love the stuff. I use the heck out of it, and I just go through it really quickly, so I wanted to find something that was going to be a little bit less expensive for me. Like, this is just as good. I actually kind of like it a little bit better than the Belief one, which is craziness. But this one is the extra dry skin one, which is like more of a thicker moisturizer. It's more of a white formula. And it's designed for extra dry skin. Honestly, I really like the regular version a little bit more. It's a little more of that gel consistency, so it's a little more like, I don't want to say liquidy because it's not liquidy, but this one's a little bit thicker, and I like how the other one goes onto my skin. It just feels so good on my skin. It makes my skin look amazing. It makes my makeup go on like nothing. I have repurchased this already, but I went back to the regular version because even if you have super dry skin, which I have really, really dry skin right now, the regular one is gonna be all that you need. Okay, I have the Ardell Wispies. This is the number 602. I should have actually kept the lash so you could see them, but I didn't. But I did like these lashes. I do prefer the Wispies version of Ardell lashes. I actually used the crap out of these. I wore them a ton, and they finally just wore out on me. They just got to that point where I just couldn't wear them anymore. They weren't doing it. So I did really like them. I would totally repurchase this one again. But I haven't repurchased them because they already have other ones that I'm using, and I like to try different ones. But yes, definitely recommend the 602s from the Ardell Wispy line. Okay, so next up I have two of the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. I have shade 30 and shade 35 right here. This is typically the shade that I would wear most of the time unless I am self-tanning or it's the summertime and I have a little bit of a color to my skin, then I'm going to go with this one. But this for years has been my go-to foundation. I have combination to oily skin, and this just works so perfectly with that particular skin type. It gives a really nice almost satiny but matte finish. I don't know if that makes sense because it seems contradictory to itself, but it really does give a nice finish to your skin. I will definitely be purchasing a new one of these after I use up some of the other ones that I currently have. I just have a travel size Crest 3D white toothpaste. This is the toothpaste that I use for whitening purposes. I do alternate this with just like a regular toothpaste because I do have sensitive teeth. I can't use this every single day, but I do like it. I drink coffee, I drink tea, I drink soda, so I do like to use a whitening toothpaste a few times a week just to kind of help keep them nice and white. Next up is the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream, and I have gone through a few of these, which is surprising because I like to swap up my eye creams. This is a really good hydrating eye cream, especially if you have like, you know, puffy circles under your eyes. This is gonna be really good for that, or if you have dry under eyes. While I do like this one and I recommend it, I am on the hunt for something that's going to give me a little more in terms of anti-aging. So if you have any recommendations, definitely leave them in the comment section below. I have the Dove Original Clean Solid Deodorant. I have used this deodorant since high school, maybe even middle school. I think since middle school, a really long time. And I like this deodorant. It smells really, really good. I love the original scent, but I don't like that it leaves like, you know, the white marks on your clothing. So I finally, this past year, started using a different one by Dove because I do love Dove products and I think their deodorants are really good. But I started using one that is like an invisible version. I wish they made that version in this scent because I do really like the original clean scent. But this is a nice deodorant. It works really well. It's very smooth. It's you know, softening to the underarms. It says it's 24 hours, definitely not 24 hours, and it's definitely not an invisible solid. I don't know why it even says that because it does leave white marks on your clothing. But I'm actually almost done with the other one that I'm using, so in my next Empties video, will share with you my thoughts on that. I do like this one. I would totally repurchase it, but I'm just not a fan of the white marks on my clothing. I mean, who is, right? Okay, I have the Lush Santa's Lip Scrub. And this is something that I get pretty frequently around the holidays. This one is old. It's actually from a couple years ago, so it's finally expired. But this is what it looks like, and it's a really fine sugar scrub for your lips. And I love this one. It's just a fun one to get, and it's a cola scented one. It smells like cherry cola to me, but it tastes amazing. That's the one like downside to these lip scrubs by Lush, because they taste so delicious that you could literally eat them, and it honestly doesn't hurt you if you do eat them, but I mean, you don't want to be dipping your finger in there and eating it. But that's besides the point. This is a really nice lip scrub if you have really dry, chapped lips. I do like to use this on a regular basis, but the one thing I will say about this particular one is that it's red. So I get the whole like Santa's red thing, but this leaves your lips red, like Kool-Aid stained red. And it's a little bit scary. So if you're gonna get this stuff, you wanna use it at night and not during the day or in the morning when you're getting ready to, you know, head out to work or go out for the night or whatever it may be. You wanna use it before you go to bed because it's a little scary when you use it. But I do wish that they would come up with this version in like a white or something. I mean, again, I get that it's the whole Santa thing, but Santa's beard is white, snow is white. I don't know. That's the one thing that I cannot get on board with is the red tint to it, but this is a really good lip scrub. They also have other ones that you can get all year round. They have a mint one. The mint juleps one is good. And I think they have a bubblegum one too, but I'm just not a big fan of like bubblegum scented or flavored things. But yeah, I do really, really like this one. I also have another lip exfoliator, and this is the e.l.f. lip exfoliator, and Gunnar got into this one. But you can see I haven't really used it. And I'll tell you why. This stuff is abrasive. Like, it hurts to put this on. I mean, even just to put it on my hand, it hurts. And to do it on your lips, which are a little more, you know, tender and a little more sensitive than the back of your hand. I just did not like it. It smells good. It smells like vanilla, but it's super duper abrasive. And basically you just wet your lips. You're supposed to scrub your lips with this stuff, but it hurts. I did not like it. I did not care for it at all. I am a huge fan of e.l.f. products. Some of my favorite products are made by e.l.f. This is not one of them. Next up is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, and this is in the shade Light. I really like this CC cream. This is a great product to use if you just want a really nice light coverage to your skin. It's something that you can wear all day, every day. It's not, you know, it's thick for a CC cream, but it's not super heavy like a foundation. The one thing that I will say about this is that I do like to wear it in the spring and summer when I don't want to wear a heavier foundation, but because it has a little bit of a luminous finish to it and I am combo to oily skin, it does leave me a little more greasy feeling. So I do have to blot a little more throughout the day, or, you know, make sure that I'm using a setting powder or a setting spray. So I do like it though. It gives really nice coverage. I also love the fact that it has an SPF of 50. And the other thing is that, have you all noticed that it has like a little bit of a lemony scent to it? Not like a weird lemon scent, but it's like a nice, fresh, light, kind of florally lemon scent. I don't know, I really like it. It's really nice. I have the OralB dental floss. This is just like that lime green tape one. This is my favorite dental floss to use. I mean, it's really kind of stupid to be talking about a dental floss, but I do like to talk about it because I like this particular one, and I have tried some really sucky dental flosses in the past. So I like this one because it's a tape. It's a little bit thicker. It gets into your teeth really well. It gets out all the junk. It doesn't shred on you like some other ones do. Has a nice minty flavor to it. Yeah, it's good. I have the Bare Minerals 5-in-1. This is the BB Advanced Performance Cream Shadow, and I use the shade Soft Linen. I have gone through a ton of these, and this is a really nice cream shadow to use. I love it. To use as like a base for my eyeshadow. This shade is a really like pretty natural your skin but better shade, and also has like a touch of like, I don't want to say sparkle, but it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. So it's really, really pretty on your eyes. You can wear it, you know, by itself. You can put shadows on top of it. I love this shade. I'll show you if you can kind of see. So see, it's like a really pretty, nice, natural nude shade. And they also have other colors. They have a really pretty taupe one that I like. I can't remember what that one is called, but they have a pretty decent range of colors to choose from. So you can actually use this as a shadow. It's a cream shadow, but it dries to a powdery finish. So yeah, these are really, really good. And I like how compact and small they are. So you can just throw them in your makeup bag and go. I also have the Bare Minerals Complete Coverage Serum Concealer, and if you've been following me for a while, you know that this is one of my favorite ones to use. You are so inappropriate. This is a really nice, lightweight concealer, and it's not something that you're going to want to use if you're trying to cover up like any heavy duty blemishes or dark circles or anything like that. You're going to want to use something a little bit thicker. Because this is a serum concealer, it is a little bit lighter, which is nicer to use in the spring and the summer when you want a little bit of a lighter coverage. But I like it. It does cover up redness. It covers up redness around my nose, anything that I have going on my chin. If I do have something small going on, like as far as a blemish, it does cover that up. But nothing like super like red or embarrassing or anything like that. And then any of like the darkness that you have going on here under your eyes, it does a really good job with that as well. Next up is the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. I think I got this as like a sample or a goodie from somewhere, Sephora probably, and I did not care for this mascara whatsoever. I mean, the brush on it is huge. It's like, it's ginormous. I mean, look at it in comparison to the actual tube. It's almost the same size as the tube. Do you really need a brush that big? I don't understand what benefit that does. I did not like this mascara. It weighed my lashes down. It didn't give me any volume. It didn't give me any length. It didn't give me any fullness. I really didn't feel like it did anything for me. Okay, I have this little guy. This actually came in a pack of 3, and these are just those little like razors that you can get. You can get them anywhere on Amazon. I got these at Target. I think these are made by Ardell, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look because I know that I have a couple left. But a lot of women use these to like get away any peach fuzz that they have on their face, or like if they have a mustache. I use mine to clean up my eyebrows. So I can use it like right here, and then I get like these little like light blonde hairs growing in right here, and I can just kind of clean it up a little bit in between going to get them waxed. So this is just kind of a nice little maintenance tool for your eyebrows or any facial hair that you may have going on. So yeah, I do like these. I recommend them. I always have some on hand just in case, and they're nice. They're thin. You can throw them in your purse, your makeup bag, wherever. So. And lastly, I have the Maybelline Baby Lips. This is in the quenched version. Talked about this in my 2017 favorites as well. I think I've talked about this in every single favorites because this is my absolute favorite lip balm to use, period. I love this stuff. I don't spend my money on fancy lip balms because this is all I need. This is so good. What I love about this is, one, it has SPF 20 in it, so this is perfect to use if you're going to be out in the sun, if you're going to be at the pool, the lake, the beach, wherever. You don't have to bring an extra, sunscreen or lip balm with you to use. And I like this because it's very lightweight. It gives a really nice sheer coverage to your lips. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel hydrated and moisturized, and it gives just a really pretty gloss to your lips, so it makes your natural lip color come out a little bit more, but makes them look really pretty if you're not going to wear anything else on your lips. Kind of like a nice like sheer gloss, which is weird because it's not a gloss, but it just makes your lips look really, really good, and it makes them feel really good. This is my favorite. I always have one. I say this every time I talk about this. I literally always have these on hand. I always have one in my purse. There's always one in my diaper bag. There's always one in our beach/boat bag. I'm never without one of these because it is my absolute favorite to use. Okay, so that is everything. I think I got through that all pretty quickly. Thank you guys so much for watching and sharing this time with me. I hope that you enjoyed this video and got some ideas of recommendations that you would want to try. Like I said before, don't forget to check out the links below to all of the products that I would recommend. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye!